Forspoken, the gorgeous upcoming open-world action RPG from Square Enix, arrives on PS5 on the 24th of May. Last week we were treated to a behind-the-scenes glimpse of the game in action, complete with commentary from some of the development team at Luminous Productions, and learned a bunch of exciting new info. Here then are 5 reasons you should be excited about Forspoken. Number 1, our protagonist, Frey Holland, is quite the badass, although when we join her at the start of the game, her life in real-world New York is far from a happy one. Down on her luck after a brush with prison, Frey feels as though she's hit rock bottom before being sucked away from the urban sprawl of the Big Apple and thrust into the magical land of Athia. And while from here it's very much all about magical parkour and combat abilities, more on those later, Frey's groundedness means she's a character who's instantly relatable. We're seeing Athia as she does, with a sense of wonder and amazement. We'll be discovering this incredible world at the same time as Frey, creating a sympathetic bond between player and character. Also, Frey has a talking bracelet with a posh accent.
Show myself, I've shown.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm.
His name is Cuff, and he's kind of like having a butler on your wrist, which, along with the whole magical parkour thing, is also something we'd quite like. Number 2, the world of Athia. I remember Forspoken first being revealed before it even had a confirmed title, and thinking, flippin' heck, there is a place I'd love to get lost in. And the more I see of Athia, the more I long to swoop and leap through its ruins, mountains and valleys. When Frey arrives in Athia, she learns of its fabled past, about how it used to be this beautiful, prosperous land governed by benevolent matriarchs called Tanters, until a cataclysmic event known as the Break happened and turned it into, well, a still very beautiful land, only with lots of bad things in it now. Monsters and beasts and nasty weather. And those aforementioned Tanters, they're now vengeful sorceresses driven mad by the evil of the Break. Conveniently for you, Frey is immune to this corruption. Some of the survivors see her as a threat, while others view her as their last hope, one final chance to pull Athia from its ruined shell and rejuvenate a devastated world. Sounds like the perfect protagonist setup, if you ask us. A beautiful world means nothing, however, if you don't have a brilliant way of getting around it, and this brings us neatly onto point number 3, the traversal. Walking and driving are very much everyday mundanities Frey has left behind in boring old real-world New York. In the magical land of Athia, it's all about zipping through the air like your legs have been replaced by a set of jet engines. While we watched gameplay of Frey effortlessly gliding across chasms and launching up vast columns of rock, the dev team were keen to stress how much emphasis has been placed on the thrill of traversal. Forspoken isn't designed to be hiked across. This is an open world playground built for fantastical parkour, the kind of free running that's more free flying, or at least free falling with style, and that says to the laws of gravity, thanks, but no thanks. Then, number 4, we've got the combat, which, from what we've seen so far, looks like a brilliant mix of real-time action, magic, and RPG number crunching. I mean, I can't see hit points leaking out of enemies and not feel excited, and stat screens even more so, especially when they look as nice as this one does. Basically, give me upgrades, gear, and magic bolted onto a silky real-time combat system, and I am there. While exploring Athia is lovely, the chance to fry everything that lives in it with a potent cocktail of elemental sorcery is absolutely what it's all about. And you will be doing lots of combat, with the team eager to point out the world of Athia is as deadly as it is beautiful. The 5th and final thing that's got me properly on board with Forspoken is the talent involved in bringing the game's story and characters to life. During our presentation, we heard from a very excitable Alison Reimer and Todd Stashwick, two writers with credits across television and digital comics who are clearly passionate about the narrative of Forspoken and Frey's role within it. Forspoken's story team also includes Amy Hennig, whose creative work on the Uncharted series means we can never be anything less than incredibly hyped for anything she works on. Simply put, Forspoken is shaping up to be a gorgeous game with a likeable lead character and a fascinating story set in a world we can't wait to explore. It's heading to PS5 on May the 24th, so look out for more on the channel as we head closer to release. For now though, let us know what you make of the game in the comments, give us a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe and click the bell so you never miss anything from the world of PlayStation. Thanks for watching.